Usually a wooden one, and then you add chicharrón, again, that fried pork crackling into that mix. Throw a couple of seasonings in there, I think a little stock, salt, pepper, and then they form it and they'll deep fry it again, and then serve it with your choice of protein. And you have specials, you mentioned a churrasco. What is that?
Churrasco is a skirt steak. It's very popular amongst Latin people, and we make it grilled with some juices, and we put a little chimichurri, which is a Latin preparation of oregano, cilantro, garlic, and extra virgin olive oil. And we serve that with your choice. We do crispy yuca, crispy plantains, we do vegetable fried rice.
Also in the summer months, Bonfire has a patio seating that is really nice, and they do table service there, and they do hookah there as well, so a lot of people will come and smoke the hookah outside. A lot of people come just for that outdoor seating.
Leaving Bonfire and heading west on Market Street, we come to 21st Avenue, which is also accessible directly from Route 20. Continuing along 21st Avenue, we come to El Mexicano restaurant.
Looking for Mexican food on that strip on 21st Ave, you'll find El Mexicano. And when you walk in, the building itself is pretty heavily adorned in Mexican figurines and pictures and brightly colored. And that is a sit-down establishment. You definitely order there with your server, or you can order, of course, at the host stand or bar for takeout or delivery. And what I find to be the most delicious thing on their menu is the Baja fish tacos. They're super delicious.
Just a couple of blocks down from El Mexicano restaurant, 21st Avenue has been designated Colombian Corridor.
As you know, Paterson has a large Latino population. In fact, Latinos are the majority in our city. And the Colombian community is fastly emerging as one of the leaders in the Latino community. So we designated this area because it's a very enticing ethnic enclave after the many Colombian restaurants. And behind us is arguably one of the most famous here at Colombian Corridor, El Tipico. And I recommend everything on the menu. You can't go wrong with the fish, with the chicken, with the beef, rice and beans, one of my favorites, with some salsa.
In addition to its service counter for takeout orders or quick dining, El Tipico also has a dining room with table service and a patio for outdoor dining as well.
So we're at Mama Elena's Colombian Corridor. They have chicharrón. I love chicharrón. It's fried pork.
All right.
And you can get chicharrón de pollo if you don't eat pork. It's chicken. That's Mama Elena right there. This is grandmother. He named it for her.
Now they are kind of a smaller, homey restaurant, so they don't have large quantity of seating or dining indoors, but there is always, of course, that option. In the slower hours, there's definitely seating. Busy hours, you might have to wait on a table, but you can select from that buffet line, again, traditional Dominican dishes like white rice. They have chicharrón that she's cutting there with her scissors. Chicharrón is that fried pork belly. It's kind of like the bacon, but thicker cut and greasier.
A short distance farther down 21st Avenue is one of the Noches de Colombia restaurants scattered throughout North Jersey.
Noches de Colombia is traditionally Colombian food. In addition, a lot of people will go in there and just grab a quick cup of coffee, an empanada, which is that fried little turnover that they can have filled with chicken or beef. And they also have their delicious desserts and baked goods.
Colombian food is unbelievable, it's delicious. Noches de Colombia is like my favorite. I mean, I could eat this day and night.
Why is that?
Just like the same as Peruvian. I think it makes it easier when you're like trying to eat a little healthier, because they're all about salads. And then you can pick, whether you want steak or just a piece of chicken or even liver. Is very, very good. There's just so much temptation because they also have this pan de bono, which is a little bread made a mixture of cheese. And when it's warm, it's soft. And when you bite into it, it's like biting into heaven.
Returning to Route 20 past the Cedar Lawn Cemetery, we come to Crooks Avenue, where we find an Armenian restaurant, Krichian's Grill and Bistro.
Everything is homemade. That's what I think makes it very special. All fresh ingredients, all passed down from generations in my family that have been cooking these things. Like my grandmother taught my mom, who is preparing everything on a daily, making sure everything is fresh for our customers, as you see here today. So Armenian food is hummus, baba ganoush, kibbeh, which is ground beef and bulgur, kebabs such as lule kebab, filet kebab, chicken kebab. We also have rice and a couple of Armenian dishes such as manti, which is ground beef and lamb in a dough pocket. It's more Middle Eastern. A lot of people do know it as Middle Eastern food, but we make different styles, such as like the spices are different, some ingredients are different. Our parking is street parking, but it's local parking. We make it work for our customers. It's not very difficult to park out in our establishment.
A bit farther down Crooks Avenue, we come to another family-owned establishment, the Taj Restaurant, which specializes in Lebanese cuisine. This restaurant also has a parking lot with valet parking on weekends, when it has entertainment, including a belly dancer and DJ. As with all of Paterson's Middle Eastern restaurants, only non-alcoholic beverages are consumed with meals. This is a rather large restaurant, seating more than 100 people indoors, and in warmer weather, another 100 on the adjoining patio. I was looking at your menu. This is quite a menu. I was very impressed by it. I mean, it lights up so beautifully. I wish all restaurants had something like this. It makes it so much easier to read. This is really impressive.
So we have great food at a reasonable price. We have parking close by and a lovely setting. We have chandeliers, tablecloth, linen on the tables. As a Lebanese restaurant, we do have a lot of Lebanese come in, Middle Eastern, even if they're not Lebanese. They come, they try the food, and they come back.
So it's a popular place.
Yes.
And you have many repeat customers.
Yes, we have certain people that come Tuesdays and Fridays, and I know who they are, and they come every week.
Just a few doors down from the Taj restaurant is another Lebanese Mediterranean establishment, Rouche restaurant.
In the summertime, I like to sit outside La Rouche. The breeze is there and you have the little Arabic music going on. The food, you ask for the baba ganoush and then you ask a little bit of the lamb. The lamb is absolutely delicious there. They do the hookah, the hookah's famous, in South Paterson. And then I said, let me have some mint tea. And that's all you need. You just sit there and eat and enjoy, and it's great.
So we're in South Paterson, home of a large Middle Eastern population. As a matter of fact, we have the largest Turkish population in the country, one of the largest Palestinian populations in the country, and we are known for our culinary culture in this section of the city. We've got a waterfall here at Darna, which is a Palestinian restaurant. Not quite the Great Falls, but it'll do for now. It's aesthetically appealing to the eye. And I'm very proud of this specific location in our city because it is a destination for foodies. Darna, very popular haunt, outdoor dining. At night, lightens up the city. As a matter of fact, very vibrant. And the food is good too. So I strongly suggest you try the hummus, which is pureed chickpeas, baba ganoush, which is eggplant, and then some shish kebab, which is grilled meat.
Darna has an impressive decor. Besides the waterfall cascading down the corner window, also visible inside, it has another in the entrance foyer, and a terracotta replica of Petra, which is an ancient architectural site in Jordan.
So Darna, Lebanese and Mediterranean cuisine, tell us what are some of your more popular dishes?
Our famous dishes have to be mensef, has to be uzi, and we do whole stuffed lamb.
Mensef. Explain what mensef is.
Mensef basically is chunks of lamb with yogurt sauce on top of rice, and underneath it is a base of bread that soaks up the yogurt sauce.
What about uzi?
Uzi basically is similar to mensef, except it has no yogurt sauce. Big chunks of meat on the rice. That's what you're gonna get with Middle Eastern food. A lot of chunks of meat and rice.
Darna is one of the largest restaurants in Paterson, with a seating capacity of about 300. It is one of the most popular choices for out-of-towners. And during Ramadan after sundown, the restaurant is filled with Muslim patrons who can then break their daily fast feasting on the generous portions at dinner buffets that include a whole cooked lamb.
So we also affectionately refer to South Paterson because of its large Turkish and Arab population as the halal meatpacking district. And up the street you have institutions like Fatel's Bakery. You want to get some pita bread? Then you have Nouri's. They have like a shopping center. So they've really expanded. And anywhere you go, up and down the street, there's always something to eat. And it's delicious, I might add. This area has transformed over the course of the last 10 years. It's been a decade of growth. And if you want to talk about growth, you got to mention Al-Basha, which I will arguably admit, the most popular restaurant in South Paterson. So Al-Basha, they got mint lemonade. It's a point of difference. They have the hummus, they have falafel, and they have kebabs.
Al-Basha is such a popular destination that the mayor calls it the Applebee's of Paterson Middle Eastern restaurants. It is as well known among the region's Arab population, especially for the quality of its food, as it is for the national brand of Applebee's. Across the street is another popular restaurant, Toros. Its name comes from the Toros Mountains in southern Turkey. The restaurant has its own adjacent parking lot, but nearby street parking is commonly available as well.
So Hussein Byram, why did you pick Paterson to open up Toros, your restaurant?
Paterson is our hometown. My father started in 1993. We opened the first one here.
And so this is a family business?
Family business.
And I think your sons are here too, right?
Yes.
So you opened in 1993. Wow, you've been here for quite some time. You've been here for about 26 years.
26 years.
Now you also have one in Clifton. When did you open that one up?
2001.
2001, and then you opened up New Milford. When did you open that up?
2010.
Excellent. And what about Montclair? That's the newest one, right?
2017.
So very popular. I mean, I love your lentil soup. I love the Turkish tea, doner kebab, the kufta, kazandabi. What else would you recommend?
So we have hummus, falafel. We have the steam table food, like the home cooked
traditional style. I
traditional
like that.
style. I'm glad to in Paterson. And
We're happy to have you.
Patersonian.
We're happy to
Thank
have you.
Leaving the ramp of Route 19 south, we come onto Ward Street, and just a couple of hundred yards down the street is Marshall's and the other stores located within the city center mall. At the traffic light by the county courthouse annex is a large parking garage. Here is located the Hamilton and Ward Steakhouse, accessible by elevator from within the mall. Many patrons shopping at stores or seeing movies within the mall enter the restaurant from within, but others who work or live nearby enter directly from the street. Besides steaks and steak platters, the menu at Hamilton and Ward also includes crab cakes, shrimp, mixed seafood platters, Angus burgers, and a generous plate of wings. And at lunchtime, grilled chicken club sandwiches are a popular choice.
Where does your lunch crowd come from?
Our lunch crowd come from, because we are in Center City Mall, so from the Board of Social Service, we have also the courthouse.
Good. So you get attorneys, judges.
We get everything, even teachers.
Okay. And you do have like an after-work crowd, correct?
Yes, our after-work crowd is basically on Friday nights. We have the live DJ. It's our happy hour time from 4 to 7. It's mixed music, nice vibe. Everyone loves it.
Now, as far as the dining room is concerned, where do people congregate when you order food? I see we have a bar here.
Yes. So you can socialize here, as you can see. Also in the back, relax when you come from work and have a drink or so. We have an area of just lounge, and you can see the TVs as well. When we do our banquets, we are downstairs, and it's an open area that seats about 250 people. We have all types of different functions events, you might as well say. Birthday celebration, holiday celebrations, weddings. We had concerts we have given, and we have a lot of fundraisers that goes on at Hamilton and Ward.
So it seems like it's the place to be downtown.
Yes, it is.
Near the Paterson Falls is Little Lima, anchor point for the 10,000 Peruvians living in the city. Officially designated as Peru Square, it is bordered by McBride Avenue and Ellison Street to the north, Chianci Street to the east, Ward and Oliver Streets to the south, and Spruce Street to the west. In addition to street parking, a 172-car municipal parking lot lies adjacent to Peru Square and its restaurants. However, it closes at 8 p.m., so to use it obliges one to have an early dinner.
Right on Market Street, you have a whole plethora of different restaurants. So right near City Hall, you have Elena y Carbon, which is a Peruvian place, which is fantastic. If you go all the way down Market Street on your right and going towards the falls, you'll find Giselda's, which has some of the best ceviche I've ever had. If you take a right on Chianci Street, you've got a couple of these old Italian delis that are just phenomenal as well.
Near Market Street is De Carbone Restaurant, which is located on Chianci Street, directly adjacent to the municipal parking lot in Peru Square and just 1 block down from St. Michael's Roman Catholic Church. Like most other Paterson restaurants, it offers both table and takeout service. Its varied menu includes appetizers such as calamari and papa la huacaina, boiled potatoes in a spicy, creamy sauce. Other dishes include ceviche, a mixed seafood platter marinated in lemon juice, and chaufa, a fried rice dish, shown here with chicken and beef. Up Chianci Street from De Carbone Restaurant onto Market Street is another popular Peruvian restaurant called Giselda's.
Giselda's is definitely Peruvian-centric. They're well known for their Peruvian roasted chicken. And you can order the whole chicken with rice. They do an arroz chaufa, which is kind of like a Peruvian version of a fried rice. And it has a mixture of any kind of seafood or beef and chicken or just one of those proteins. And they usually serve that with their roasted chicken or whatever protein dish that you'd like.
At the intersection of Market and Mill Streets, with limited on-site parking, is Delicioso, which specializes in Italian-Peruvian fusion.
Deliciosos, they really specialize in that Peruvian well-seasoned chicken. They serve it with their special ají sauce, which is like a spicy kind of green pepper sauce, and it's creamy and delicious, and that's what most people come for. A lot of Peruvian cuisine infuses various regions. So Delicioso has a mixture of the Peruvian traditional, like heavy seafood forward dishes with a combination of Italian dishes like pastas, and they use like a really kind of creamy, delicious pesto sauce. In that area, I think a lot of people are getting takeout, kind of like a fast casual concept where you walk in and they have the food prepared on buffet lines, but it's definitely nice for families and sit-down occasions as well.
On the opposite corner from Delicioso is another Peruvian restaurant. La Tia Delia has been a well-known Paterson institution since the early 1990s. It is open every day of the week, including all holidays. Like many other restaurants in the area, its busiest times are on weekends, and it does accept reservations.
Tell us what are some of your most popular menu items and explain them a little bit.
Well, the most famous dishes that people like, I would say the papa la huancaína. It's based on the cream and cheese, eggs, and that makes the flavor, the sauce and all that, you know. And it comes with the potato, like baked potato. You ate it before, eh? Next to that is the lomo saltado.
Yes.
Lomo saltado is like onions, tomatoes, french fries, and white rice. You can mix it with chicken, beef, shrimps, fish, and the parihuela, too.
What is that? Tell us.
It's a very concentrated soup based on all kinds of seafood.
What about the reputation?
Well, the name Tia Delia makes it famous, you know. everybody said, La Tia Delia, oh, I know that place. If you want to go eat Peruvian food, go over there.
Just a few doors down from La Tia Delia on Market Street is Panchito's restaurant, which has been here since the early 1980s. This charming restaurant also has table and takeout service.
This room is the other side of the restaurant, but it could also be used for parties, festivities really.
I was here yesterday, you had a soccer celebration.
Yes.
Championship was won. Who patronizes Panchitos?
I mean, mostly it's Peruvians, but it really is just everybody from every background. We usually get the Hispanic side, of course, like Mexicans, Dominicans, Colombians, Puerto Ricans. But when you get like that American who's trying to like this Peruvian cuisine for the first time, I get really excited because we're the ones who are like giving their introduction. So
that's right. So you get Italians, you get
exactly Italians,
Palestinians, all sorts of people here.
Jamaicans too.
Jamaicans.
You know, everybody's welcome there. So when we see it, we're ready to serve the food. We get people from New York at times, Pennsylvania. People just say the chicken over there is not the same.
I have never in my life tasted chicken the